Superintendent Award. Abby is an active member of our school community. She is a member of our safety patrol. She takes wonderful care of the kindergartners, being sure that they are safe and happy while waiting to head down to their classrooms in the morning. Abby also babysits some of the younger students while their parents attend our PTO meetings. She is a terrific role model and friend to her first grade buddy. He anxiously awaits her arrival in the classroom each week. Abby also volunteers her time to help with the fall and spring cleanup of the courtyard at Charles Wright School. Abby is an excellent student. She comes to school each day with a smile on her face, ready to face the challenges of the day. She is an active participant in the classroom and always strives to do her best. She sets a great example for her peers and the younger students at Charles Wright. Outside of school, Abby assists with many activities and functions run by the Keene Foundation. You will see her helping at the 5K run, the Cove Carnival, and after-school program at Keene Center. She is involved in cheerleading, town basketball, and the Barracudas swim team. In the future, Abby hopes to be a professional swimmer, a teacher, or run a daycare. Abby is a true Charles Wright star and is most deserving of this award. It gives me great pleasure to recognize Jalen Pierce, son of Will and Chris Pierce, for the Superintendent's Award. Jalen is deserving of this honor for many reasons. His strengths as a student go beyond the strong performance on the state mastery tests. He is an avid reader, a vocal class participant, a collaborative partner, and a dependable student. He is always willing to offer a helping hand to both teachers and students alike. When a last-minute replacement was needed for an afternoon dismissal assistant in our first grade classes, he volunteered himself without a second thought. Jalen's ability to engage and support the first grade reading buddy is the model of what every teacher hopes for. Jalen is perhaps most at home grabbing rebounds and shooting free throws. Basketball is his love, and he spends every recess sprinting up and down the court. In the future, Jalen would ideally like to be a video game designer or creator. I have no doubt that he will reach his goal, as this is the honor he deserves.
Alice Kelly, can you join me at the front of the auditorium? Sorry, I'm losing my voice, everybody. It is my pleasure to recognize Alice Kelly this evening. Alice Kelly is very deserving of this Superintendent's Award. Alice's academic performance is superior in all subjects. She is an extraordinary sixth grader who has consistently demonstrated an ability to rise to any challenge that we give her. She is bright, energetic, compassionate, and very well-rounded. She has been an active member of our school community, participating in student council and chorus. She also enjoys gymnastics and playing travel basketball. Alice volunteers her time at the House of Bread Hunger Banquet. Alice plans to be a teacher when she grows up. She already shows initiative in helping out her sixth grade classmates every single day. Please join me in congratulating Alice Kelly. Please join me at the front of the auditorium. It is my honor to recognize Joseph Meredith this evening. Joseph Meredith is in Mrs. Reynolds' class. He is an eager learner who consistently gives his very best effort. He is fantastic at working cooperatively with his peers, and he is always a positive role model. Joey is a member of the Emerson Williams Band and Chorus. He plays basketball and baseball, and in his spare time, he also wants to learn how to play tennis, which is my sport. When he grows up, he would like to be involved in sports public relations. This will be perfect for Joey, who has excellent people skills. He is a friend to everyone, and he has a fantastic sense of humor. Congratulations.
First, I would like to invite Zoe Kleeblatt to join me in the front of the auditorium. Zoe's teacher found a quote by a British author, Sir John Lubbock, that she felt matched Zoe perfectly. It reads, "The important thing is not so much that every child should be taught, as that every child should be given the wish to learn." Zoe constantly demonstrates that driving desire to learn. Her teacher says that when she sets the bar high, Zoe sets it higher. She always puts forth her best effort, and she readily admits that she's a bit of a perfectionist. Through her active participation, Zoe contributes a great deal to her classes. She shares unique insights and always frames questions that encourage deeper conversation. Her positive attitude is contagious, and she is a terrific role model for everyone at Hanmer School. Congratulations on this recognition, Zoe. Next, I would like to invite Erin Key to join me. Erin is a polite, kind, and thoughtful sixth grader who displays a positive attitude toward school. He is a conscientious and hardworking student, and he excels in all areas of the curriculum. He also plays the clarinet and is an important member of the band. This year, in his leadership role as a sixth grader, he serves on the safety patrol, and he is responsible for helping younger students during dismissal. Erin can always be counted on to make good choices, and he serves as an important role model for other students. Outside of school, Erin has done volunteer work at his church, and he is very helpful to his parents and family members. It is a pleasure to recognize Erin Key with this special award.
Mrs. Harvey, please come forward.
Through the years, Ellie has not wavered in her desire to someday work with children as a classroom teacher. This interest was used as motivation this very year to create the first ever High Crest Future Teachers Club, where Ellie and other students assist classroom teachers with their various projects. Beyond the school day, Ellie is a member of the Wethersfield Girl Scouts, and when asked what she could do to make the world a better place, she responded, "I would teach everyone to be kind and respectful to one another." The High Crest community is very proud of Ellie. Congratulations. Next, I'd like to invite Connor Pace to come forward. Connor Pace is a capable, conscientious sixth grader who always has a smile on his face and is a friend to everyone both in and out of the classroom. He is described by his teachers as a student who has integrity in his actions and a conscience that guides him to do the right thing for everyone. He is humble and filled with enthusiasm. Looking up to him is easy because he works to his potential, consistently willing to accept suggestions and work through assignments to make them shine. He shows fairness to all, including everyone at recess.
Connor is a polite student who loves to engage in conversations, listening to everyone's point of view. He's a superb mathematician, loves to read, and can get lost in his books, especially enjoying realistic fiction. His teachers note he is a homework champion and an excellent time manager. At Highcrest, he is a member of Safety Patrol and plays the alto saxophone in the school band. Beyond the school day, Connor enjoys playing all types of sports, is a member of Super Athletes and the Wethersfield Boy Scouts. When asked what he wants to do when he's older, he notes he wants to be an NFL or NBA player or even an engineer. When asked how he can make the world a better place, he responded, "Encourage everyone to be kind and make the world fully free." The Highcrest community is very proud of Connor. Congratulations.
Elementary school, 6th grade focuses not only on academics, but also leadership in many different ways. We model the Webb way to be, and Lauren is an example of that. Responsible, respectful, productive, and safe. Lauren exemplifies all of these qualities, and her teacher reports that she is a pleasure to have in class because of her smile. Lauren approaches all of her work with perseverance, modeling both how to be productive and how to be responsible. Her attention to detail is second to none. She is a thoughtful reader and brings depth to all class discussions, helping not only her own understanding, but those students around her. Outside of school, Lauren is extremely active in our community. She recently was a member of a group that performed a show called Grey Gardens in Newington. Along with that, each week Lauren takes art classes in Wethersfield and also TAP. Lauren notes that she has a love for cooking, and someday she may want to become a chef. Please join me in congratulating Lauren. I'd like to invite Matthew Lipka to the podium, please. Matthew, like Lauren, also models the Webb way to be. Matthew is inquisitive as a learner who willingly seeks out challenges for himself in all academic areas. Matt has an impressive way of knowing just when a classmate needs him. That's probably his best quality. He's an excellent role model for our younger students at Webb and always can be counted on to assist them. He exhibits patience and understanding with every student that he interacts with. Outside of school, Matthew is very busy. He takes karate lessons 3 times a week, and along with that, he also takes piano and clarinet once a week. While doing all of this, he still finds a way to do very well in school. And also, in my opinion, most importantly, is a great friend to many of those at Webb. Matt told me someday he hopes to be a professional musician. I'm sure that can happen. Good luck, Matt, and please join me in honoring him tonight.
Great sense of humor, open to feedback from teachers, mature, and gets along with everyone. She also shows excellent leadership potential. She is very bright and has a passion for learning. She balances her learning with her activities, which is soccer and dance, both of which require perseverance and tenacity, which is what she displays in the classroom. She's involved in community service projects, last year raising canned goods for the Wethersfield Food Pantry, and this year as a member of Student Council, helping to raise funds for breast cancer awareness. She also volunteered this year to assist our parents, our 7th grade and 8th grade parents at open house as they struggle to find their way around the building. She is confident and sets high expectations for herself. She will succeed at all levels because she is driven to be successful. I give you Lily Gaunt. I would like to recognize Wesley Moody. Wesley, or young Mr. Wesley, can be described as humble, quiet, and hardworking. His teachers describe him as a quiet leader and a positive role model in class. He is a fantastic student who is able to balance academics and extracurricular activities. He's in the band and plays the trumpet. He has been very involved and successful in the school drama productions, playing multiple roles in last year's production of The Little Mermaid. I first met Wesley when he was in 6th grade, actually, and I thought he was one of the most mature and aware young men that I'd ever met. And we had a conversation, and in that conversation, we discussed, him and I, his love of reading, my love of reading, and books we had in common. His knowledge base seems endless. Needless to say, I've seen him mature even more so at SDMS, both as a student and as a person. With his work ethic, he will be extremely successful in all that he does in life. Wesley.
Mr. Moore, please come forward.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to have Nopel Wong please join us in front of the auditorium. Nopel Wong is a young lady extremely worthy of the Superintendent's Recognition Award. In addition to her membership in the English National Honor Society and the Spanish National Honor Society, Nopel serves as the president of the Weathersfield High School chapter of the National Honor Society. She was the captain of the girls' volleyball team in her freshman and sophomore years and was a member of the indoor and outdoor track team. Last June, Nopel was chosen on the basis of leadership in the school, high moral character, demonstrated good citizenship, as well as other criteria to represent Weathersfield at Laurel Girls State. Congratulations to Nopel Wong. The second recipient from Weathersfield High School is Timothy Burr. Timothy Burren is an outstanding student. He is a member of the Model United Nations Club, the Jets Paper and Pencil Team, the National English Honor Society, the Spanish National Honor Society, and is the vice president of the Weathersfield chapter of the National Honor Society. In addition to his many academic achievements, he serves as the treasurer of his graduating class. Last June, Timothy was awarded the Rensselaer Medal, recognizing his superlative academic achievement as a junior student. He is mature beyond his years and is a natural leader. Timothy is very deserving of this year's Superintendent's Recognition Award.
Now, at this point in time, we'll shift our focus over to our Parent Recognition Awards. If I could please have Mr. Porter return to the podium.
Mrs. Hannah Granfield, if you could come down and join me. Charles Wright School recipient of the Superintendent's Parents Recognition Award is Mrs. Hannah Granfield. Mrs. Granfield has been actively involved in our Charles Wright PTO since her son started kindergarten in September 2011. She is currently serving her second year as a co-president. So often our leadership comes from those who have been in our schools forever. It is so nice to have someone step forward shortly after coming to our schools. She is the proud parent of Rory and Logan, who are her second graders. Mrs. Granfield twin second graders here in the audience. Mrs. Granfield also works full-time for the Girl Scouts of America. She has been instrumental in many fundraisers at PTO and giving us the spirit of joy and enthusiasm. It is a proud moment for us to recognize Mrs. Hannah Granfield.
Mr. Kinnery, come on down. It is my pleasure this evening to recognize Mr. John Kinnery. John Kinnery is currently our second year co-president of the Emerson Williams PTO. John is an incredibly calm and effective leader who allows all parents on our PTO to have a very strong voice. At the same time, he is also a very vocal leader and has taken many steps to assist in running our PTO like a very effective business operation. He is fantastic at getting many different parents to chair our Emerson Williams events, and then he can always be relied upon to help out with those events wherever there is a need. The parents on our PTO trust John immensely, and whether he is offering genuine praise or honest criticism of something, they truly value what he has to say. John has been involved in numerous PTO events and activities. Among them are participation in the PTO Bylaws Committee, participation in the PTO Budget Committee, assisting with kindergarten lunch wave during the first week of school. That was so cute. Assisting with our PTO membership drive, assisting with the breakdown of our book fair, and being a member of our Playscape committee. Congratulations, John.
I'm just glad she showed up. Kim Wolf devotes a great deal of time and effort to making Hanmer School the best place it can be. Now in her second year as co-president of the PTO, Kim can be found at school regularly, working on various projects or organizing and volunteering for different events. Over the years, teachers have greatly appreciated her role as our copy fairy, as she completes copying jobs for teachers, freeing them up to plan lessons or work collaboratively with their colleagues. She often has her 3 children, Emily, Dylan, and Tyler, involved in volunteering as well. Kim also works hard to keep all families in the Hanmer community informed and involved. Kim is an outstanding volunteer, and her contributions to Hanmer School are greatly appreciated.
Mrs. Harvey.
I'd like to invite Leslie Asoyan to come forward. It's an honor for the High Crest community to recognize Mrs. Leslie Asoyan, current second-year PTO president, as recipient of the Superintendent's Parent Recognition Award. Leslie is mom to Kyle, who is a 5th grader at High Crest School. Leslie has been a dedicated volunteer at High Crest for several years. She was the school newsletter editor and then saw the need to improve High Crest PTO communications through technology and created the High Crest PTO website. For the past 3 years, she has chaired the PTO Fall Festival, which is the PTO's biggest social event of the year. In addition, she has organized many other events, such as the highly successful Book Swap, the High Crest School Spelling Bee, which was then expanded to a district-wide spelling bee, which is open to all Weathersfield elementary and middle school students. She brought in the Hartford Stage and after-school theater program last year, in which 40 students participated, and continues this year with that program. Also this year, she's brought back to Highcrest our school store, which is very popular with the children. Leslie is also active in the community, serving as a Highcrest representative on the WSPC. She's a volunteer for Channel 14 Community TV and a board member of the Keene Foundation. Currently, she's also on the Youth Advisory Board for Wethersfield. Her contributions have positively impacted our school and will continue to do so for many years to come. Whenever she's asked why she's willing to volunteer her time and do what she does for our school and for the community, Leslie's response is always the same. She states, "I do it for the kids." Leslie's dedication and commitment to Highcrest students, staff, and parents make her the perfect recipient for the Parent Recognition Award. Congratulations, Leslie.
Mr. Verderam. It gives me great pleasure to ask Paula Bonapane to join me at the podium. Paula is a dedicated and hardworking volunteer who is very deserving of the Superintendent's Award. She has volunteered in the Wethersfield Public Schools in a variety of ways. Currently, she is serving as our second year as a PTO president. Prior to this, she has been involved with the Web PTO as a volunteer and also a committee chair. She has been involved in activities such as socials and fundraising. She continues to give her time at PTO events and helps wherever she is needed. She also served as a room parent for many teachers in our school. In addition, Paula demonstrates her volunteer skills after school hours when she serves as a Girl Scout leader for 2 separate troops. Paula serves all of the students and families of Wethersfield with great enthusiasm and generosity, and she is a well-chosen honoree of this award. Personally, I cannot thank her enough for all of her efforts this year as a PTO president. Walking into Webb as a first-year principal is challenging, but with her being there, it became so much easier because of her warm and welcoming nature this summer. I'm excited to continue to work with her for the remainder of the year, and I'm very delighted to honor her this evening. She very much deserves it. Please join me in congratulating her.
Please have Audrey Sahara come up, please. Audrey Sahara has been involved with PAC during the tenure of both of her children at SDMS. Alex, who is now a senior, and Luke, who is in 8th grade. She works hard, takes on numerous coordinating roles, and is always thoughtful and smiling. To give you an example of the work she's done for PAC, most recently, she has a sense of humor. She coordinated the 7th grade ice cream social. She's been on the PAC dance committee, which is brave unto itself. She's helped to coordinate our dodgeball tournament. She's on the baking and refreshments committee. She's the chair of the 8th grade picnic committee, and she's helped to coordinate our student of the trimester breakfast. Just last night, she volunteered to coordinate the Spirit Wear fundraiser for SDMS. She's that person who, when you need them, she's always there. And the SDMS family is better off because of her. Thank you, Audrey.
Good evening. I'd like to have Kirsten Kelly please join us in front. as the president of the Wethersfield High School Band Boosters for the last 2 years. The Booster Club is an extremely active club, and parent involvement is significant. Mrs. Kelly has been invaluable in assisting with all the details necessary to run band camp, band rehearsals, and competitions. During the month of October alone, the band participated in 4 out-of-town competitions. Mrs. Kelly was there to assist with a myriad of details and did so eagerly and with a smile on her face. We truly appreciate all her efforts over the years, and I am delighted that she is being presented with this year's Superintendent's Recognition Award.
Now we'd like to take this opportunity to recognize some of our support staff, who without them, we would not be able to function. These are the folks that are in the schools on a daily basis, supporting teachers, supporting principals, and most importantly, supporting students. At this time, if I could please have Mr. Horter come forward.
Lisa Pascaretta, if you could join me in the photo. It is an honor to recognize Lisa Pascaretta, a paraprofessional at Charles Wright, for this very special recognition by the Superintendent of Wethersfield Public Schools. Mrs. Pascaretta has served as a paraprofessional for the Wethersfield Public Schools for 14 years and has built a legacy of excellence. She is known for her caring, initiative, and resilience in facing challenging situations, going above and beyond to meet the needs of the students she is assigned. Her flexibility and willingness to assist wherever need be has earned her the admiration of the staff. Over the years, she has consistently been described as in terms of excellence, doing an outstanding job of supporting the academic, social, and emotional needs of the students. Her knowledge and expertise in working with children is evidenced in every way, every day. Mrs. Lisa Pascaretta is indeed an asset to the district and highly treasured by the staff, parents, and children who have had the honor of working with her. Congratulations.
Please join me up front. It's my honor to recognize Ellen Goslicki this evening. This is currently Ellen's 5th year working at Emerson Williams. For the past 4 years, Ellen has served as a lunch aide in our cafeteria. This year, Ellen took on a challenging new role of classroom paraprofessional. She works one-on-one as a para with a brand new student who has significant medical, physical, and educational needs, and she has been described by the teachers at Emerson Williams as the perfect choice for this particular student. Her genuine kindness shines through in her work each and every day. She loves to laugh and sing with her student. She is not afraid to hold her hand, and she takes the time to be really soft and really kind to her. Ellen never focuses on the limitations for this student, only the possibilities that lie ahead. Congratulations, Ellen.
Would Lisa McGovern please come join me? Mrs. McGovern has worked in Wethersfield schools for 14 years, the last 4 as secretary at Hanmer School. At Hanmer, staff, parents, and students have learned that they can rely on Lisa to point them in the right direction, quickly find information, and solve any problems. Lisa has an incredible ability to juggle all of her responsibilities and still be available to anyone on a moment's notice. Above all, when a child is in need, she drops whatever she is doing to support that child. With her strong organizational skills, positive attitude, and willingness to help out in any way, she contributes significantly to the successful running of our school. She is a highly valued member of the Hanmer community.
Would Judy Dominioni come forward, please? It is an honor for the High Crest School community to recognize Mrs. Judy Dominioni as the recipient of the Superintendent Support Staff Award. Judy has been a nurse at High Crest School for about 8 years now. Her job as our school nurse is never ending. From the moment she arrives at school until the moment she leaves, she is assisting over 420 students and 70 staff members, ensuring a healthy educational environment for all. Judy has embraced the new technology that has become so much a part of her job. Over the years, Judy has organized many health awareness days, such as Go Red Day to fight heart disease, Daffodil Days for the American Cancer Society, October Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and this year participated in the Juvenile Diabetes Walk. When things are busy in the main office, you might see Judy there filling in where needed. Judy ends each day at High Crest School in the main office helping with dismissal to be sure that every student leaves High Crest healthy and happy. Her willingness to assist the children and staff in every way makes her the perfect choice for the High Crest School's support staff honoree. Congratulations, Judy.
Representing the web community, I'm honored to ask Cheryl Cucchiera to come to the podium. Cheryl is one of Weathersfield's most outstanding employees as a paraeducator. She works with children who require an explicit style of instruction that requires diligence, patience, and quick adjustments. Cheryl's a master of her art, constantly exploring new strategies on her own, ideas, and also collaborates with her colleagues to provide the best instruction for any student she comes across. She goes above and beyond what is asked of her on a daily basis. She's caring, kind, and compassionate. She comes to work early every day and often stays late. She asks questions and provides valuable information to the support staff that she works with. Cheryl models professionalism for all of the staff at Webb. She maintains confidentiality and demonstrates positive communication, collaboration, and cooperation with her students. Webb students and staff, as well as the parent community, are lucky to have her on our team. We ask our teachers each day to strive for excellence. Without wanting any recognition, Cheryl exhibits this excellence at Webb every day. Please join me in congratulating her.
Please have Cammy Hart to the podium, please. She's very excited to be here right now. Cammy Hart is a school nurse here at South Esteem Middle School, and I've had the pleasure of getting to know her over the past 10+ years. She's very knowledgeable about her work and literally answers every question about every type of calamity possible. In the main office, we would describe her as funny, sensitive, calm under pressure, empathetic, caregiver, and most importantly to all of us, a friend. She brings her sage advice to our kids every day. How often do you see middle school students, I'm going to repeat that, how often do you see middle school students wanting to congregate in the nurse's office during lunch just because they love being in her company? It doesn't really happen, but it does with her. This story she recently shared with me sums her up. She went to the high school for a nurses meeting, and a former student saw her and ran over to her, and he said, "I want to give you a hug." So Cammie says, "For what?" He says, "When I used to come to your office, you said you would give me a hug when I got into college, and I was just accepted into college." That kind of dedication to children and to the entire SDMS family is why she's deserving of this award. Cammie Hart.
I'd like to have Mr. John Pryor please join us in front, please. It is my pleasure to recognize John Pryor as Weathersfield High School's Support Person of the Year. John is employed as a paraprofessional working with special needs students. The words above and beyond come to mind when talking about Mr. Pryor. His positive attitude and compassion have made a profound difference in the lives of the students he works with. John will stop at nothing to make sure his students have the support they need to succeed in every class. In addition, John has served as the advisor to the debate team at Weathersfield High School for the past 2 years. His enthusiasm is infectious, and the team is steadily increasing in size and ability. John Pryor is an exemplary employee, and we are fortunate to have him at Weathersfield High School.
I was doing some observation up here when everybody was getting their awards, and I have to say, it seemed to me that the adults were a lot more nervous and anxious than the students. Just an observation. I have one additional recognition award to present this evening, and what we do is we often overlook some folks in the district, some of the behind-the-scenes folks, maybe the people that aren't in schools, but their role is just as important in making this district work. And I would like it very much, please, Monica Snow to come forward. Monica has been with our district for a very short time on the custodial team. And in this time, she has made great strides in learning the ins and outs of the technique of green cleaning. She is very articulate and is consistently multitasking to make her building look its best at all times. Monica is always asking staff what she can do to help out and always make sure that their individual spaces are ready for the next day's challenges. And knowing that Ms. Snow has to deal with me on a daily basis is a challenge in and of itself. Ms. Snow is a definite asset to the Weathersfield Public Schools, and I would ask you in joining me in wishing her congratulations. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our annual Superintendent's Awards ceremony. I would ask you to please join me in the cafeteria for refreshments. Thank you.